So today I'm gonna teach you how I make a bowl koozie. What you're gonna need is two 10 by 10 squares that are gonna be your outer fabric. And then the inside you're gonna need two 9 by 9 cotton, 100% cotton batting. And this will make one bowl. I also made a template. It's 1 inch high and 2 inches long of a kind of triangle. So we're going to use that in a minute. You want to make a cross on the center of your cotton batting because we're going to sew from corner to corner on both sides. So we'll do that first. We're going to just do a straight stitch. Pretty much everything on here is straight stitch. So started, do a little back stitch. And then we're going to go across the other way. And don't worry about it if you're not perfect on your line. It's all right. We're just making a little, it kind of gives it that little quilted look. Plus it helps us when we're gonna make the actual bowl shape. So you can do both of those first and then do this, but I go ahead and just do it and get it over with. So you just wanna kind of get it flat, fold it in half one way. I take my scissors and I just go in and make that smooth. And then you're going to turn it where the center point is facing you. And then we're going to use our little template because we're going to line it up at the edge of the outer fabric down to the point. We're just going to draw a little line there. All right, and then we'll flip it over to the other side and line it up again. And then we're going to draw a line. This is easier than measuring each time if you have one of these little templates you make. And they're simple to make. So then we're going to sew a straight stitch here, a straight stitch here. And then what I like to do to get rid of the bulk is I just go next to the line with my scissors, which these are not my best scissors, and cut that corner off. And that's trash. All right. So now you're going to take the point of the center back towards you, open it up, and you're going to fold it where the 2 points are now the other way. Does that make sense? So now we've just basically, we folded it one way, and now we're going to fold it the other way. So we'll do take our scissors, put them in the center, straighten that out. Scissors in the center, straighten it out. And I'm sure a professional seamstress will do ironing and all that stuff, but I'm usually in a hurry making a bunch of stuff for a craft show and I'll just get her done. So we're going to do the same thing we did on the other side. You're gonna take your fabric, put your triangle to the fabric edge, draw it out, flip it over, draw it out, and then we're just gonna sew those again. So. And then we're going to cut the corners off as close to that line as you can get. Oh my God, these scissors suck. Those don't work. And the first half of your bowl is made. Flip it inside out, and that's kind of the shape that you're going to get. You can cut these little strings off, but they're not going to show in the end anyway, so it's all good. So now we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Here you can pin this, like pin it here and here and here and here. Your second side. Now, kind of push those corners out good, so it's nice and square. Turn your other side inside out, and you're going to put one inside of the other with the pretty fabric touching each other. Okay? And then this is where I do pin. So, get out the chicken. I line up these points first. And you might have to manipulate to get them good. And I pin down in here because we're going to sew up here, but this keeps it stable. Then I do the same thing on edges right here. Line up your point here. And it may not be perfect, but it's okay. Just want to get it as close as you possibly can. So you should have, when you get done with this, you should have 8 pins. You might have to push down in the center of the bowl. Get your seams lined up. Good. Okay, so the reason a lot of the seamsters do the batting all the way, so they would do it 10 by 10, the same as the fabric. But I've found that if you do 9 by 9, get it centered, when you do that finishing seam, you're not getting all this bulk, because that's a lot of bulk when you get 2 pieces of the batting and your fabric. So it just makes it a lot easier. So just pick a spot somewhere on here, edge. It's getting darker because it's gonna rain. And I just leave an opening here so you can cut that through, pull it through. But I go a little past that seam right there, so I hope this is showing it. You wanna go a little past this seam and start your, and then leave a good size opening. And we're just gonna sew all the way around. So I'm gonna start at that first line I drew. Somewhere near it. Easy. I'm going to do a little back stitch so when I pull through it doesn't rip. I'm going to go to the edge. Leave your needle in, lift your foot, spin it around, put your foot down, and keep going. And this will actually end up being this way. Make sure you're getting both sides of your fabric. I have been known to miss it. Come up to your point, leave it in, lift your foot, turn your material. Make sure you're lined up. Oh, I forgot. And then my line's right here, so I'm gonna stop after I get to this. I'm gonna do a little back stitch. All right. So now we can take the pins out. And I always just check to make sure I got everything. Like right here, I think I missed some. So I'm just gonna do a little quick. Because I'm not perfect. I'm a crafter, not a sewer. There, I think I got it all. So now we're gonna turn it inside out, or turn it right side out. I hope I didn't just seal up my whole. No, there it is. And what I do is I go all the way to the farthest corner. So here's one corner, here's another corner. I'm gonna go all the way down there. And I'm gonna take that corner and start pulling it out. Okay. And then once you get it pretty much turned, you want to go in all your little corners and make your little points. There's our point there. Push your bowl in. Alright, so now we got to seal up this little area here. And I do pin for this too. So it already has like a basic fold to it from where you started. So I just pin that whole little seam up. You could iron this too and it would make it a little easier. Now we're gonna do a seam all the way around just the edge of the top of the bowl, and when we get around here it will close up this little hole. Go ahead and turn it the way you're gonna sew. So let's start in the corner. The edge. Do the same thing, drop your needle, turn it. Now I had a little seam that didn't sew at the corner, so I'm going to try to fix that. I take my time a little bit more on this because it's harder for me to do these edges. To your corner, drop it, spin. And then on this corner, I just do a couple of back and forths. Cut off all your extra little, I need a better scissors. Well, I'll do it when I get better scissors. I go around and trim off all the little scraggly threads. But there you have it, your little bowl koozie. And then what you do is you can, when you heat up a bowl of soup in the microwave, or you're eating ice cream and it's cold, you just put your bowl in here and you got a safe for your hands. And it's two-sided, so you can turn it over and use it the other way. And you can match this to fabric to your kitchen decor or living room decor, wherever you're eating your soup and ice cream. All right, there's a craft project for you. Have an awesome day.